So now we're inside in our trailer. Hi everybody! So the last time we did a video on the trailer, Pete was showing you the outside of the trailer and how we get all set up, but we forgot to show you about our outside kitchen. So we have an outside kitchen here. Two little locks here, unlock, open the top. It's a handy little clip here that holds it open so it's not crushing down on you. So we have a little mini fridge, which we keep forgetting we have, and we do like to put some extra stuff. Our fridge, as you'll see later, can hold like 1 gallon of milk, so we'll put an extra gallon in here or some extra stuff. But we also have a sink here. This pulls out. There's a pin. Okay. This creates extra counter space. You have a plug in the back, an outlet. Sink, working sink.
Yeah.
Just a little drawer that holds your sponge or whatever. And that's about it. Little light. Ta-da!
Awesome. So you come inside and we'll cut it.
Ooh, you can smell the sewer over here.
Okay.
So now we're inside in our trailer. So we have 2 doors on this trailer. So we have our first door here, our front door. You walk into the living room / kitchen / dining room. We have our TV and cabinet here. It's really nice because we have a little bit of storage here. Yes, Nicholas. No, we don't have any bananas right now. So we have our bookshelf here, so we can keep some books and shoes and stuff in there. Everybody's shoes go down underneath, which is really nice. The TV actually pulls out, swings out, so we can sit at the couch and still be able to watch something if we choose to. So we have the kitchen over here, which actually has a lot more space than it looks like. But you know, we have our Berkey filter, of course, to keep our water nice and clean. You never know where you're going to be parked, what kind of water quality you're going to get. So we got a Berkey recently, and we've been enjoying it. We have all the water bottles get put in one basket here, fruit and extra things get put in another basket. But it's nice. We've got the cabinets here. We ended up going with a Ninja Foodie so that we could do, because our oven is very tiny. I call it the lunch box. And although we do have a stove top, it's still pretty small as well. So we went with the Ninja Foodie so we can use the pressure cooker, we can use a sauteing, we can broil in it. It has a nice air fryer on it, so we use that a lot. The microwave is teeny tiny as well. And then, you know, it's kind of nice. We have the drawer that has the silverware cut out, so that all fits in there nicely. Pots and pans. Because we like completely started over, we've just been buying what we need as we need it, so we don't have a lot of excess stuff. And then fridge and freezer, nice and teeny tiny, but it works. And
we
pantry,
have that other fridge outside,
right, the fridge outside,
so we can supplement putting some stuff in there.
Right. Little pantry, but it goes back quite far. I was actually really surprised at how much this holds. We have not run out of space, which I was really happy about. But then the rest of the room here, we have our couch. The couch is nice because little cup holder, you can plug your phones into it. Great space up here. We get to keep all of our, we have it pretty organized with like flashlights and stuff, and then office things that only mom and dad can touch. Pencils, pens, hair things, paper, all of our supplements and anything medical related is put up here. And then down underneath the couch, we have storage as well. You learn when you're RVing to take advantage of every little bit of storage that you can find. So we have 3 bins split up for the kids' play toys. We have games in them, Legos in them, their dolls, stuffed animals, that kind of thing. So pretty much all of the toys that the kids have fit under here. And then moving down into the dining area, we have a nice U-shaped dinette, which we pretty much all fit in. We did buy 2 little stools to slide in there to give us a little extra room. The table pulls out if you wanted to pull it out for whatever reason. Open this up. But the nice thing really is that underneath this is all storage. So we have this side is all of the school books. So every kid has their own basket with their school books in it. So everything school related gets put down here. It's all very organized. Each kid can pick out their basket and bring it to wherever they're going to do school for the time that they're doing their school, and it's all just keeps it contained. So we actually have extra storage here, which I didn't even think we would have. I thought we'd blow through all of our storage, but we have like our beach towels and bathing suits, things that we aren't using on a regular basis. And I think the back one's pretty much open, which will probably be good after Christmas comes.
Right,
but
somewhere else to put the toys.
Yeah. At the moment, we have our Christmas cards up, and our clock,
lights.
our Jessie tree, our lights, Christmas
Plug the
lights.
lights in.
Yep. Ta-da!
Merry
Nice
Christmas
too.
all!
All of the lights can be turned on individually, which is nice too. And there's plenty of light. We keep our trash can over here underneath the stove. Just the perfect spot for it. We were really wondering how we were going to fit a trash can in here, but that's perfect size for it. I feel like we generate less trash since we've been here too. I feel like we don't take out the trash as often, and I don't know. It actually just kind of dawned on me.
Not much waste. It's
yeah,
pretty streamlined.
This life is really nice because it is very streamlined. We only keep what we can use. We only get the amount of food that we can store, and we eat all of the food that we use. There's very little waste. So that's been really nice. And then my favorite section is my oils. All of our essential oils that we use. This has been our go-to for everything from coughs and stomach aches and not being able to sleep at night to we had a whiteout spill on our table and we were able to get the whiteout off the table, so we clean with it. I mean, everything gets done with that. And then we have our washer and spin dryer. So our washer obviously washes the clothes, and then we just have a spin dryer that spins all the water out of it, which is nice. It's portable. Just bring it over to the sink and hook it up, which is great. And then coat closet, which is a little bit of a mess. I didn't look in here first. So keep all the coats hung up. And then all of the doors are pocket doors, except for the bathroom door. They're all pocket doors, which is great because we can shut the doors, have a little privacy, and they all have a little snap latch, so when we're moving, they don't go flying around. Next is the bathroom. So it's small, but it works. So we have our shower stall. It has a tub, sink, and so we decided for toothbrushes, so we didn't have toothbrushes everywhere. We got one of these little soap trays that has the spaces in them, so we could stack all of the toothbrushes in them, and it's connected by command hooks. We love command hooks. Command hooks have been...
Command hooks are the go-to when you are full-timing on the road.
Exactly. But it's nice. We have, command hooks everywhere to hold things on. And then we have... Everybody has their own color towel. They have one towel. We ended up going and buying Norwex towels so that they could use them a couple days in a row and we didn't have to wash them so frequently. So everybody has their towel, it gets hung up there. We got an extra, the fan.
Top. Yeah, and we got another door going out
extra
the back.
door here, which is nice. Oops, locked. So we can keep that one open. It's nice too because if we pull over somewhere and the kids have to use the bathroom and we have our slides in, they can still access the bathroom without having to put the slides out so they can get through to come into the bathroom, which is great. So, so that is the bathroom. Command hooks again. So the model of trailer that we have is called a bunkhouse, and so we have a room in the back of our trailer that fits all of our kids in, which is why we chose, one of the reasons why we chose this model. So we actually have one set of bunk beds over here, and they have their own windows, which is nice. Little step. Again, we put up command hooks so they can hang their sweatshirts. And again, it's really nice. We've really streamlined so they each have their one sweatshirt, so we're not having clothes billowing out everywhere. And then on this side, we have a top bunk and the window. And as you saw, you can push the bunk up so there's more room down here, and this can become a seating area. But these also pull out as futons. So two of the kids can sleep in here at night, which is great. And everybody has a little reading light next to them, which they can use at night too if they need to. So this has been really nice to have. It can double as a bedroom and a playroom. And of course each kid has their specific bed, so everything stays, they're not fighting over who sleeps where at night. And then a nice little, I guess you'd call it a wardrobe. So they all have the girls have their dresses hanging up. We've got some command hooks on the side to keep like the shirts that go under their dresses. Boys have their side with their shirts and pants. Each kid has one of these zippered bags to keep things like pajamas and underwear and undershirts, things like that. So they each have those. And those bags were great. They were the Ziploc bags. They were the space-saving ones. So before we left, we loaded them up with their clothes and we took all the air out of them so that we could really pack things in really nice and tight. And now we're just using them to separate them out for the kids here. And then we have another little closet here. Again, the kids each have their little bag. I had thought about doing bins, but we already had the bags, and so that seemed to work out. So that's a tour of this section. So this is our bedroom, and again, it has the slide doors. You actually can go in on either side of the bed, and that is it. There's not much space, but again, it works for its purpose. Nice having little lights above here on the tops. We each have a little closet on the side, and then we have this storage area up here. There's also a storage area underneath our bed. Yep. So we just lift the bed up and we can put stuff under there. We're not going to show it right now because we've got Christmas gifts hiding under there. And then
we have on either side.
We have plugs on either side and outlets for our phones to charge our phones at night. And then just little windows on the side. Very simple. And then behind is where we hang our broom and our vacuum cleaner. Backpack. So everything has its place. It's really nice that everything has its place. It's very simplified, very minimized. We can just focus on living life and doing the things that we need to do and not really having to worry about a whole lot of extra. So it's been really great. So, and then here is our little command center. This will show us if our battery is full. It'll show us if our fresh tank, so our fresh tank is our tank where we can keep fresh water, like if we are not going to be able to hook up to water somewhere, if we were boondocking or dry camping or something. We keep that empty when we're just parked at a site and we're hooked up to water. And then our black tank is our sewer, so it's a good idea to keep track of that because we don't want anything coming back up. And then gray tank is any water that's coming from the shower, the sinks, any drains other than the toilet. So we end up having to dump our gray tank at least every day probably, And we just do our black tank when we're doing that too. Our water heater, so our water heater runs off of electric, or it can run off of propane, and we have a water pump, so if we're not hooked up to our hookups, then we'll put our water pump on, because we have to pay for propane, but we don't have to pay for the electric because we're hooked up to the electric site. We always just keep everything on electric versus the propane, and then we don't have to swap our tanks out. So that's pretty much that. And then we have our furnace system here, and we can have the heat, the air conditioning, and then just kind of a fan.
Yeah, air conditioning registers there for the air conditioning. AC unit into direct or close it, and that goes individual outlets. And then we also have other vents on the base for all the heat. So we can get pretty warm pretty quick.
Yep, and we do have a little space heater that again is electric, so that we don't have to pay for gas and we can just use our electric heater, and that warms it up pretty quickly. So we've been really happy with that. We also have a dehumidifier to take care of the condensation in here, because when it's cold outside and everybody's inside and it's warm, you get a lot of condensation. So we learned that quickly and got a dehumidifier for that. Otherwise, I think that pretty much sums it up. So